What do bass do when the lake water rises? This is easy. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Good morning, guys and girls. Good morning. October 7. October 7. Reading from a Catch a Better Life book on the Catch a Better channel on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're not subscribed to Jimmy Houston Outdoors on Facebook or the Catch a Better Life channel on YouTube, subscribe to both of them right now. So, subscribe to both of them. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel on, follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. They're both free. That's right. It doesn't cost you anything to create a better life. A better life. Today we're looking at Hebrews 11:1. 8. What did I say? I guess because it's October 7th. Hebrews 11:1. Hebrews, the coffee channel. That just tells us all that the men should be brewing the coffee in the morning. Hebrews. It's in the Bible. Hebrews. You girls, tell your husbands that. He needs to be making coffee for you every single morning. Hebrews. I can't think of Hebrews without thinking about that anymore. Hebrews 11:1 says faith. You know what faith is? Yeah, you ever have a definition of faith? Here it is. Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, and it's the evidence of things not seen. That's pretty complicated for an old country fisherman like me. Here's what I wrote about that. As we learn more about fishing, we begin to rely on certain baits under certain different types of conditions. A spinner bait on a cloudy, windy day. We've got quite a bit of wind today. A few clouds floating around. Be a good day for a spinner bait because of the breeze. Top water early in the morning, late in the evening, summertime. Suspended jerk baits in late winter time or late winter time on clear lakes. Jigs, when we got big, thick, heavy bushes, water comes up and gets in the bushes. We pitch jigs right in the middle of them on braided line, 50, 60-pound line. I could go on and on and on. We've got certain conditions that are just lend themselves to certain type baits. Most people, smallmouth fishing. Smallmouth are incredibly fun to catch on sinking worms, on spinner baits, on top waters. But, pretty much drop shotting is the way you go to catch really a lot of smallmouth and to catch the big ones. We're not positive that we'll catch bass on these lures at these times of the year, but we think we will. We think we will. That's faith. That's what faith is right there. That is faith in a fishing lure. Can I tell you, if we can have faith in a fishing lure, and by golly we do, how can we not have faith in the God who hung the stars? The God who made blind eyes see. The God who raised paralyzed people up that had never walked and had them leaping and jumping around for joy. And the God who raised the dead back to life. Jesus raised the dead people back to life. This Jesus that I'm talking about walked on water. He sacrificed his holy body. People think about the crucifixion when Christ was nailed to that cross, but he sacrificed his body before that when he was beaten and tortured for hours before he was crucified. His holy body, he sacrificed it. And then he gave his holy, sinless life to pay the price for your sins and my sins. But then he walked out of that grave. 3 days later, he walked out of that grave alive. I have that faith. I have that victory. Simple question. Do you? Yes or no? Ooh, I get excited when I read things like that. Here's our tip for today, and it's a good one. Bass will follow the water in as lake rises. As that water keeps coming up, the bass just keep following it in. They get shallow and they keep going in and in and in. So here's a little rule of thumb you can use. As the water rises, simply follow that water in. Simply follow that water in. As the water falls, figure out what depth the fish are in. They maybe still be up shallow and just be staying at shallow water, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 foot deep as the water starts falling. They're kind of scared of getting trapped up in falling water. So they normally won't be real shallow like they are when the water's rising. So usually a falling water crankbait will work better, and you figure out the depth, if they're 5 foot deep, if they're 8 foot deep, if they're 10 foot deep, and then you follow the depth as that water falls. So that's rising water, falling water. And by the way, a couple of lures that we got faith in on falling water, crankbaits. Rising water, Yeah, you know, red man spinnerbait. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.